Does it have a racial bias? The answer is no. Domestic violence, also called as domestic abuse or intimate partner abuse, can be defined as a pattern of behavior in a relationship where where a particular person uh, is uh, trying to gain control over the or the other partner or person. It includes not only physical abuse but also sexual, emotional, economic, as well as psychological action or threat of action to the other person. Apart from coercion, it also includes uh, behavior that frightens, terrorizes, humiliates, and even blames the other person. Domestic abuse can happen irrespective of race, age, sexual orientation, religion, or gender. Uh, victim have no age barrier, and victim have no age barrier. Next slide. Causes of the problem. When we talk about violence in general, the violence can be categorized majorly due to for three factors. The first would be socialization aspect, second is cognitive aspect, and the third is situational factors which contribute to the violence. The violence has many causes, including frustration, exposure to violent media, uh, violence in the home and neighborhood and vicinity areas. The interesting and the most unseen factor is the poverty, which leads to poor living standard, low paying jobs with high working hours, and the constant fight over lack of resources. Contributing factors can also include excessive drinking habits, lack of communication and in family, and particularly in urban areas. The problem can also be attached with dowry, where the spouse faced physical abuse for not paying dowry amount. Impact on victims. The consequences includes depression, anxiety, post-trauma, sexual disorder. Stress disorder, and even suicide attempts done by the victims. Uh, Due to the increased stress and anxiety, the person was not openly able to speak up. The person usually shuts up from the society and is unable to express herself openly. The physical abuse may also lead to disability or long-term impairment. If the child is witness to constant violence, it may lead to creation of a violence-minded attitude, and in future there are high chances of him or her to get involved in such crimes. Now moving on towards what can be done to reduce these cases. What I found was if the children are morally educated right from beginning in schools, the situation can be improved in very great scale. Particularly educating them on gender equality and respecting other person's opinion and being able to cooperate with different people will greatly reduce the dominating attitude and thus resulting crimes. Further, having an open environment in house also lightens an individual stress. Focus should also be on regular psychological session of people with all ages to monitor their mental health. Lastly, I would say that as a member of society, anger management session and stress release session should be taken by everybody of it. Moving on to the legal protection aspect. I have mentioned three laws here: the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. This is a civil law that provides protection to women in a household from abuse of men in the household. This law also covers the living relationship and as well as abuse done to mother and grandmothers. Under the law, women can seek protection against the violence and financial compensation. Also, right to live in the shared household. If not, then the maintenance fee can be also asked for the same. Dowry Prohibition Act, 1961. This is a criminal offense. Under this law, if someone gives or even demands a dowry, they can be imprisoned for 6 months or can be fined up to 5,000 rupees. Section 498 of IPC. This is a criminal law under Indian Penal Code, which applies to husband or relative of husband who are cruel to women. Under the section, a person can be sent for jail up to 3 years. While moving on, the main highlight of my research towards the topic was to highlight the why of the topic and the how of the topic. I feel that laws are that stringent laws are needed, but but we need to focus on transparency of the reporting intake. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddhant. Yes. The second last presenter that we have today is Amreen. Amreen, do we have you?
Hi, Nidhi.
Hi.
Can I present?
Yes.